This music is also from the first game. Hello? Hello? Um, hello everyone, let me, I still don't know how my sound is doing. How's sound? Is music too loud? Am I too loud? There, maybe that'll help. Game's a little louder than me? Huh. Oh dear. Let me... Alright, is this any better? I swear these things get messed up each time I open up OBS. I'm so sorry about that. Thank you so much for checking. Alright, cool. Hello everyone. I hope you're all doing as well as you can, especially those of you dealing with the big cold. I'm wishing nothing but the best for you, and I hope things get better soon on that front. Please, everyone, stay safe. I will admit I am a little bummed that my run could it? Okay, let me. Okay, hopefully that's better. I unfortunately can't tell how these things sound on my end, so I appreciate being told when my audio isn't super great. Okay, great. So I'll admit I'm still a little bummed that my run didn't count the last stream I did due to using an emulator, but I guess it would have been too easy if I just achieved one of my goals so fast. So I'll keep working on it. Expect maybe a few more practice run streams until I can get my hands on a TV, capture card, and physical game. Especially the capture card, considering apparently it's difficult to find one that allows PS2 use, but I'll get it at some point. The record's still open. I'm still hoping to be the first one to achieve it. But let's get right into it then. Today I'm gonna be playing The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. I won't be playing the whole thing. This won't be a speedrun. I'll probably get through 2 islands, maybe more, but I'll be online for about 3 hours. So I'm personally using an Evermedia HD and cheapo AV to HDMI adapter box. Really? I'm gonna make note of that. I'm gonna make note of that. I will still have to dig my PlayStation 2 out of moving boxes. Not the best solution, but it works. I will definitely consider that. I definitely will. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wish I could get a better setup, and considering that I've kind of been in like moving limbo, like am I gonna move? Am I not gonna move? Oh no, more dental garbage. Now I'm stuck here. My stuff's still all in moving boxes because I thought I was gonna move like months ago, but it happens. I'll figure something out, and I'll definitely make note of that and try and get my hands on a physical game, and hopefully that works for me, and maybe I can do my run sooner than I had anticipated. But yeah, I'll be online for probably like 3 hours, so I'll probably get through 1 or 2 islands on this game. Expect this series to be a few parts. I'm certainly not finishing this in one sitting. I'll be taking my time and enjoying the game, because I do like this game a lot. Options. I guess a bit of housekeeping. I don't know if I really need to go through the. I'm here because I'm a fan of these games and following the Legend of Spyro categories on Twitch. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, these are my favorite series of games, and I'm pretty new to streaming, but I love these games so much. I recently attempted to get a 100% speedrun on The Eternal Night, which is my favorite of the trilogy. I managed to get 3 hours, 16 minutes, 14 seconds, but because of use of emulator, my run was disqualified. But I'm gonna keep at it, and yeah, it's the one that I was introduced to the trilogy with, and so it just has a big nostalgia factor for me. I personally love the environment designs, the enemy designs, the way that the Eternal Night integrates the use of elements into its puzzles. It also just has a lot nicer. It feels a bit less clunky than A New Beginning. I do wish we got some of the flight segment pieces, but you win some, you lose some. I also am so enamored with the art gallery of The Eternal Night, and it's honestly a huge part of what got me into art, game design, etc. in the first place. So I kind of owe The Eternal Night a lot. But housekeeping, I guess. Just no spoilers, obviously. Stay respectful. You know, stuff like that. I don't think I need to plug any donation or anything in here just yet because I'm not an affiliate yet, but we'll get there when we get there. Let's go new save file. Also cool to hear you actually speedrun a game in the Legend of Spyro series. I've recently found my first speed game. Oh, nice, nice. What's the first speed game that you found? I actually kind of realized that you could speedrun The Eternal Night by chance. Like, I was just thinking to myself one day, I wonder if anyone has speedrun this game before, and as of right now, no one has 100% record on The Eternal Night, which I was super stoked about, so I've been trying to get the record for it, basically. 100% run, that is. There's been like a couple of runs for any percent and New Game Plus any percent, which I feel like I played around with a little bit, but you know, the 100% one is still open, so I've memorized the route and figured out and memorized where all the collectibles are, and yeah. I Am Alive. It's a lesser-known 2012 survival horror game that is a mix of Silent Hill, Uncharted, The Last of Us, although it actually came out before The Last of Us, since that came out in 2013. Okay. I don't think I've heard of that game, but I do know of... I actually don't think I know of Uncharted, but I do know of Silent Hill. I do know of Silent Hill, and I do know of The Last of Us. But speedrunning horror games seems really interesting, considering like the difference in mechanics and all that. If you haven't already, I wish you best of luck in running it. As for this playthrough though, as a heads up, I will not talk while cutscenes are happening, and I will save responding to chat for afterwards. It's a nice and simple game. It's really horror in the same way that Silent Hill is. Yeah, atmospheric horror is a lot more of something... Oh, it's not really a horror game in the way that Silent Hill is. Okay. But still, atmospheric horror is still nice. I definitely prefer it over, like, over the top, like, just the overall feeling of dread that happens when you play a game. It doesn't have monsters, it's all human enemies. Ooh, nice. But yeah, now that I've been live for... I didn't realize I've already been live for half an hour. I've just been on the title screen this entire time. I am so sorry. But yeah, I will keep... I'll respond to chat outside of cutscenes. I'll stay quiet during those so you can hear properly. Subtitles are on. Spoilers to a minimum, please, thank you. And yeah, let's get to it.
In the year of the dragon, in a world beyond the realms, I, like all the others, awaited the birth of the dragon of whom the prophecies foretold. But the Dark Master heard the prophecies as well. I should have hidden the eggs long before, but I thought we were ready. I thought they were safe. Oh, how I was wrong. Save them! The dark armies have come! May the ancestors look after you. May they look after us all. Eventually, the egg came to rest in a distant swamp, where a family of dragonflies gathered round, wondering what magnificent creature could possibly live inside. They didn't have to wonder for long.
I know that there's another cutscene coming up, so I'll respond to chat in a moment.
What emerged from the egg frightened them at first, but finally amazed and astonished them.
8, 9, 10. Here I come!
It was a purple dragon, who they eventually adopted and raised as one of their own. They named him Spyro, and he grew up alongside Sparks, the young dragonfly who was born the same day. In fact, the two were almost like brothers. The more oddly matched yet compatible pair of brothers the world has never seen.
Never catch me this time, purple boy.
As for Spyro, he, like all of us, accepted the world into which he was born, believing he was one of them. A big purple one of them, true, but one of them nonetheless.
I see you, my little glowing friend. Seeing and catching are two different things, a big boy. Yeah, you better run.
Alright, 80% is currently less than 50 minutes. That's a pretty fast time. Best of luck beating that. As far as Legend of Spyro speedruns go, if I were to win one of them, it'd probably be Dawn of Dragon. Yeah, Dawn of Dragon has some really fun glitches that you can exploit to go incredibly fast, and I know that I actually managed to find a skip somewhat recently that you could straight up avoid the first battle with the golem in the catacombs. But it takes like some incredibly like specific placement, timing, all that. At some point I would like to run all of the Legend of Spyro games. I want to try and get sub 2 any% on all of them. And ideally a sub 3 100% on the Eternal Night at some point. That would involve having to do some incredibly breakneck maneuvering. Oh, no. I figured your run for or the time you mentioned for 50 minutes was for I Am Alive. Don't worry, I figured that. I was just responding to everything in the chat in order, and I forgot to address that before I started playing the game.
What's the matter, little Spyro? You can't fly? Oh, that's right, you walk everywhere. That's too bad. You're toast when I catch you.
Ah, the foreshadowing.
Ah, must be tough to lose
Oh gosh,
all
I
the
think I
time.
played this game. I think it was my first Spyro game.
Alright, let me
It's
out
been
of here,
years
you
though, so you have no
overgrown
idea. Yeah, I
fungus.
do think that this
Spyro!
game.
Seriously, lend me
Sorry.
a hand here, will you, brother?
Geez, Sparks, I don't know. Frogweed's gotta eat too.
Spyro, whack it! Do something! I'm your buddy! My wings are getting moldy!
I am pretty sure that this game was for the Game Boy Advance as well, so it very well could have been.
Ugh.
My first Spyro game was Year of the Dragon, the third one in the original trilogy, the original PS1 trilogy, but I didn't have a PlayStation 1 memory card for my PlayStation 2, so I just kept the PlayStation 2 running for days. And eventually I just got tired of not being able to beat a certain part. Oh yeah, definitely.
Now I smell almost as bad as you do. And that's pretty bad. See you later, sucker!
So much for gratitude.
There's actually a GBA and Nintendo DS
Hey,
version.
that's cheating. We're not allowed in there.
Yeah, excuses, excuses. Catch up or give up, Chunky.
Oh, where's that little Mac gone now?
Has everybody seen a giant purple thing around here? I seem to have lost mine.
I simply do not feel like attacking those toadweeds right now. Frogweeds.
You know, this is getting a little boring. Sparks!
I thought all you guys was gone.
Miserable coward, let me go!
Don't let him get away.
Yeah, from what I do know, the Game Boy Advance version of this game is... I did play the Game Boy Advance version at some point. It's similar in terms of environments. I cannot remember if the gameplay was any similar or not. Probably not, considering the constraints on controls. But I would imagine that the DS version is significantly different from the Game Boy Advance version. Especially considering that the DS started allowing for like more 3D kind of graphics instead of completely pixel-oriented stuff. I'd definitely like to give those a try at some point, just to compare gameplay.
Let me out of here and fight me like a thing, whatever you are. You pathetic wretch.
I've had about enough of you.
Sparks, look out! No! Was that fire, dude?
Take care of him. I gotta report the sender.
I haven't played any handheld Spyro games, Legend of Spyro otherwise. Yeah, where's the last ape? Get over here.
Get me out of here, Spyro. I think my wings are singed.
You okay?
You almost torched me, dude. Wait. You breathe fire! So I'm just about ready to blow the top off that place and kick that guy's booty when Spyro let loose with some serious flame, dude. No joke. Flames from the mouth.
Well, I was just trying to help.
Yo, some help. You nearly turned me to ashes, dude. Mom, Dad, you should have seen him. He came out breathing fire. All right? I tell you, it was crazy. You don't believe me. Spyro, tell him.
Well, it's true, Dad. I swear. I just got real mad, opened my mouth, and whoosh, Flame City.
It's
Whoosh.
not that, Spyro. I believe you both. It's just that your mother and I knew this day would come.
They sure made some choices on the
day?
Dragonfly parents'
The day
designs.
when we would have to tell you the truth. So that was the night that Spyro learned he wasn't a dragonfly after all, but in fact an exile from an unknown distant land.
So, you mean I'm not your real son?
You are our real son. It's just that you came from somewhere else. Far away, where wars rage on, and the innocent seem to always pay the price.
It wasn't long after that night that Spyro decided to venture forth and find his home.
So that's it, huh? Leaving sparks behind the old homestead? Not a care in the world. Don't look back.
This is your home, Sparks. But I just found out that my home is out there somewhere, and I've got to find it. Besides, I'm not leaving you behind. I'm just leaving you where you belong.
Well, I thought I belonged with you, because I'm always with you. But I guess I was wrong, huh? I'm sure I'm wrong on a lot of things. You know what? You're right, I'm wrong.
Don't worry about him, Spyro. You know how hot-headed he can be. You'll see him when you get back. Now, son, keep your head up, your nose clean, and use that breath of yours wisely. All gifts come with a price.
Don't listen to your father's preaching, Spyro. Just be yourself. It's all any of us can do.
So, hard as it was, Spyro left the only family he had ever known and journeyed on to where he did not know.
I think I've only played handheld Spyro games, but then again, I'm not sure. Yeah, I know that I played a couple of the Game Boy Spyro games. Specifically, I mostly remember the I completely stopped talking in the middle of that. I'm so sorry. Mostly, I remember playing the Crash and Spyro crossover ones. I enjoyed those a lot. These spiders make such silly noises. I wonder how Spark's gonna have parents like that
me
and
and the
act
old
like he
man
does.
were
Yeah,
chatting,
I don't know.
and this whole belonging
he's a little
thing,
bit of an
came
asshole.
up, and we decided that best friends belong together, even if one of them is purple and does have some weight issues.
Weight issues, huh? Well, at least I've never been turned into a lantern.
Oh, please, lantern schmantern. Let's see what's out there.
I am sorry for dog barking. Baby has opinions and she's voicing them. Yeah, she has a lot of opinions about the people outside and she doesn't like them. Where's that sound coming from? That was strange. I was very confused where the sound was happening. I swear at some points in these games it feels like the enemies just don't stop. Yep, we do. We get these beautiful names again. Okay, Drax's swag walk. It's a bit too late to look at his swag walk now, since I kinda took care of him. It's a bit unfortunate that I think these are like the only times that those types of enemies show up in this game. I think, anyway. Hope Wizard is a perfect man.
Sparks, old boy, go to your happy place.
What in the world was that?
I have no idea, but I'm going this way, far from it.
Which brings us to the moment that Spyro's journey really began. When he and I finally met again for the very first time. Oh, it's a long story.
And I thought you were a big one. Goodness.
You're alive. But it's too late. Too late.
Too late for what? Who are you? Do you know me? Where do I come from? What are you? What are we? What am I?
You mean you don't know?
Does it sound like he knows?
You're a dragon. When you were just an egg, it was my job to protect you. It was my job to protect all of you.
There are others?
Others? There were. There were 4 of us. Guardians, that is. And we had one job. Ensure that all the eggs were hatched. It was the year of the dragon after all, and our very survival depended on those eggs. But the temple and grotto are now gone. Overrun by...
Temple? What temple? Can you take me? Can I see it? Where I came from, I mean?
No. Who knows what forces occupy the temple now? What state it's in? You don't understand. After they came for you...
They? Well, who is they? And why did they come for me?
Because the prophecies spoke of a purple dragon. A dragon born only once every 10 generations. You.
You. Does that mean him? Oh, wait. This guy, Spyro, some special once-in-a-purple thing? I think you might mix that one up. Whoa, that's a little bit of a stretch. I've heard some doozies in my day, but that takes the cake.
Spyro, is it? Well, Spyro, I assure you that I'm telling you the truth. The Dark Army is attacked, intent on destroying the eggs and killing the rest of us. And they nearly succeeded. And then they lay siege to the other islands. We were at war. For many years we fought all over the islands. Brutal clashes with the armies of the Dark Master, who was intent on preventing the prophecies from coming true. The other 3 Guardians and I led our small but valiant forces into battle after battle against our ruthless, mercenary foe. And when we were beginning to turn the tide, Cinder came.
Cinder?
Yes, Cinder. Cinder is monstrous, horrific, ferocious. A black dragon that fills the skies with terror. An unstoppable force of nature.
Yeah, you had me at ferocious. Listen, sounds like that thing that was chasing us, Spyro.
Yes, she still searches for me. And years ago I watched as Cinder plucked the other Guardians from the fields of battle, like so many ripe grapes from a vine. Without them, our cause is lost. Only I, Ignitus, managed to escape. Not that it matters. Cinder now rules all, and I sit here wondering what might have been. What else I might have done.
Wow. Sounds fun. I want to hang out with this guy.
Yeah, why have you given up? I just find out that I'm this special dragon, and you tell me all is lost? That I have no home or family left? I've come way too far to give up now. I want to see where I come from.
Hold up, Savior Boy. Were you not listening to this guy? He's talking about flying dragons and war and horrible... This is bad stuff, all right? I don't know if we're hearing the same thing.
Yes, Spyro. It's not as simple as that. It's true, the prophecies spoke of the purple dragon destined to put his stamp on this age. But the prophecies didn't foretell the devastation that surrounds us now.
Maybe you're right, but I'm willing to try. I want to take the first step.
You're actually gonna go along with this lunatic?
Very well then. We'll go. You deserve to see your beginning, before it all ends.
Am I the only one sane here? He's telling us we're doomed, alright? That's when I go, maybe we should, go back to the forest with the flowers and the fun stuff.
It's unfortunate how clearly sophisticated their shape key animation system was. I think it has a bit of charm to it, although at some parts it definitely doesn't help considering how seriously the game takes itself at times. Like, the animations for Spyro's face specifically look pretty good. He's very expressive, but like some of the other dragons, like Ignitus and the other Guardians, they kind of just have like this deer in headlights look that feels a bit silly considering the way the game tries to hold itself at times. And that is a lot for a child to take in. Like, he's just a wee dragon, and he's learning
Cinder's
about
soldiers
war.
must have knocked the other two statues out of place. Heathens.
What other two statues?
On the other side of this door are two statues just like these. When all four statues are positioned correctly, the door opens.
Yeah, good. I was never good at geometry, so what do you want us to do?
Spyro, I need you to get in there and move the statues in place.
Me? How?
There's a small tunnel that animals use to access the caves. Find it and use it.
Yeah, animals. Okay, you know what? You do that, and I'll wait here. Well, look at that.
An all-star voice cast too. Yeah, they got a lot of really good voices for this trilogy of games. And then I love that Dawn of the Dragon addresses the running joke about Sparks' voice consistently having a different voice actor throughout each of the games. Like David Spade for this one.
Hey, when in doubt, break it, right? Go nuts.
I think Billy West for the Eternal Night, and I forget who voiced Sparks in Dawn of the Dragon, but it was not either of the other two. I believe also, I know that the voice of Terrador is like a big name. It escapes me. I want to say Kevin Michael Richardson. That sounds right. I know that I noticed his voice when I was watching Avatar, and I only recently started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender. Shame on me. And I recognized one of the characters' voices, and I was like, "Oh, that's Terrador." Yeah, that's who it was. Kevin Michael Richardson, that was Terrador. Welcome to the spider room. It's terrible here. Hello there, Yo Budman. Can I please be free from the spider room? Please. movement on these statues is not as nice as the movement on the statues. While the guy on the right opens his mouth and you talk, yeah, that's me.
Any trouble?
A little
That is
insect trouble.
me talking.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
Little insects? My tail section.
The past is prelude, tomorrow a dim promise. Allow us entrance, do not reject us.
Are you making that up?
It should open for us. There is a disturbance. It seems my fears have been realized. They desecrated the interior as well. Guess we'll have to open it the old-fashioned way. Make your way through the connecting rooms.
In that case, nice face cam,
restoring
thank you.
every
I do it
statue
myself.
you can find.
Hey, you know what? Let's don't and say we didn't. Why don't you do it?
You want my help? Very well. Hop up.
All right. The old guy's coming to life.
Careful, Spyro. Cinder's forces are surely on their way.
Oh, goody. Ooh, take a gander at this. Hey, Spyro, what was that about?
I don't really know. I just felt like I had to hit it. And when I did, the power of 1,000 suns surged through my body.
Right. Yeah, okay. Well, you know what? You should really sleep better. You know, I'm gonna stop bugging you. You really need to get 8 hours.
Forget I said anything. Let's go.
Not the spider room again.
That's quite an entrance, young dragon. There might be hope for us yet.
What are these things?
These are spirit gems.
Pretty rocks.
A gift from the ancestors.
What kind of gift?
A gift that speaks across generations. A gift that empowers you with the spirit of the past, strengthening you with the wisdom of the ages.
I feel more powerful already.
Do you hear that?
What is it?
Exactly what I feared. Look, Spyro. Perhaps we should turn back.
What? After coming this far?
If this door is closed, it means there are intruders behind. It's how the temple protects itself.
Yeah, it doesn't work too well, does it?
So, what are you saying, Ignitus?
What I'm saying is the only way the door will open
Don't say it.
As if the intruders are kicked out of there.
Didn't I just say don't say it?
And kaboom. Actually know more about this game than what I mentioned from a technical perspective.
Well, Ignitus, we nabbed your guardian buddies, but you managed to escape our clutches. Until now.
Stand back, Spyro, and let me show you what a dragon trained in the ancient ways can do.
Whoa, the big guy's got some moves.
I've been working on modding scripts for the GameCube, PS2 versions of this game, mostly GameCube. Oh, wow, that's really, really neat. What kind of mods are you doing? Or what kind of scripts? Scripts, mods?
Are you okay, Ignitus?
Yes. As I get older, it takes longer to recover.
Oh no, Ignitus has old man disease.
You are incredible, Ignitus. Can you show me how to do that?
Patience, young dragon. Soon enough, you'll learn all I have to teach. But right now, you must fight.
Ignitus is Grandpa. Ignitus is a nice old man that gives people those little strawberry candies. He just happens to have them on his person at all times. He's also a grandpa that can kick butt, but mostly he gives out Werther's to the kids.
If Cinder's forces were here, there would certainly be more of them in the temple.
Oh, goody.
They won't be there for long.
Wonderful, now he's getting cocky.
He deserved that just now.
Home. Sweet home.
Yeah, Sparks is a little bit of an ass. So he really talks a lot of game for someone like how he is. Is Ignitus coming? Yep, Ignitus is coming. I made a Python-based tool that can extract the game's files with specialized handling for textures, sound banks, and models. That's really cool. That's really cool. Oh my goodness. It also just really makes me happy to know that, like, even like now this game is still getting love and mods and tools based on it. And that's really awesome. That's really awesome.
Spyro, we're not in Kansas anymore.
Sparks, how do you know where Kansas is?
What happened here?
This is what Cinder has done. Put all the islands under her iron rule.
I wanted to see where I came from, but I didn't know it was going to be like this.
Yeah, no offense, but this place is a bit of a dump.
This was once our home, Spyro. Together we can make it our home once again. Reclaim what's rightfully ours.
What do you mean?
I mean that my time for heroics is past, but with your help, we might be able to beat Cinder.
I can't, Ignitus. I just learned what I am.
You can, Spyro. You can. You are a purple dragon, a very special creature. You've given me hope again. And now it's time to give hope to all of them.
I'm not sure what help I can be, Ignitus, but I'll try. I'll try.
Good. That's all I can ask. Now come with me. I have something for you.
Textures can be extracted as PNG as well as OBJs, sound banks as well.
The style you used earlier is crude, archaic.
Ignitus, I'm trying to talk.
But you
I'm
got
trying
the
to read
job
my
done.
chat.
Not bad, considering you haven't been taught anything about what it means to be a dragon.
Thanks, I think.
But if you're going to have a chance against Cinder, and her army, you're going to need to learn a lot more.
Oh good, school.
Unlike any school you've ever known, young friend. Now it's time to unleash the true dragon within you. Each of the Guardians is master of an element. I, as you may have surmised, am master of fire. Pay attention, and you may be someday too. Let's begin. You seem to have learned the ability to breathe fire on your own. That's very impressive and uncommon.
Yeah, considering that like textures in the first place are like PNGs and like are imported into the
Very good, young Spyro.
game engine. I can't believe I almost forgot the word for game engine. Considering that those things do go into the game engine in one way, I would imagine that there is a way to like separate those and pull all those out. I had no idea about the DSP audio format though. Normally textures aren't PNGs. Oh, okay. I know that I've actually dipped my hand into a bit of game dev. I was actually the creative director of the capstone game, like the capstone project at my college, and I also did work as like character design, texture, and I mostly use PNGs for the sake of them being lossless. Although it was a bit harsh on our file size constraints, but we made do. So yeah, I know a little bit. I graduated with a game dev degree. I know a handful about what goes into games. I keep saying things and forgetting what I'm gonna say. I'm so sorry. But still, it is neat that like you can like extract these parts from the game itself after it's like already in the engine. So I think that's really, really neat.
Spyro, come here.
This time, see if you can chase them down with your fire breath.
Why are these guys being so fast? Stop it. You're gonna make me lose time. I'm not speedrunning, but like there we go. I don't have support for modding models or even complete support for exporting models, no skeletons or anything, but I just have support for texture and audio modding. Why is this? Oh, there's 2 of them left. Oh goodness. Why are you going so fast? There we go.
Now you awaken my hopes once more.
Come over here.
Yeah,
Spyro,
gotcha.
You must learn
Gotcha.
that there is a time and a place for everything. Well done, but your training is just getting started.
Over here.
Knocking enemies up into the air allows many opportunities for continued.
Wow, awesome.
This way, oh Mauve one.
Let us see how well you can improvise with your abilities. You did it! And now it's time to move on.
Spyro, come here.
Let us continue. That's it! That's it!
Come over here.
Let's try another.
It's technically
Wait till I
possible to
tell my
modify
folks
other
about
files
this.
with it, but well, I don't really have enough understanding of those files
Over here.
to officially consider them supported.
Conserve
I also
your
have support
energy
for code modding for the
and
game's own
strike
GameCube
when your
version.
enemy is
Still though,
vulnerable.
I think that's really super neat. Like being able to modify the code, even if it is only for the GameCube version, I still think that's super impressive.
This way, oh Mauve one.
An off-balanced enemy can be very useful.
I hate this one because you gotta line them up perfectly. Where are you guys? Where are you guys at?
Now you're ready to proceed.
Spyro, come here.
Let's see if you can successfully knock an enemy back into a larger group. This
Learn
can
from
be
the open
effective
source Wind Waker
in
randomizer to learn
situations
for
where you
new
are
beginning.
greatly outnumbered. You've succeeded, but you're far from done yet.
Come over here.
Spyro, you have taken Aha! I knew you had it in you, Spyro.
Over here.
Now let's mix it up a little. So far, so good. Now for the real challenge.
This way, oh Mauve one.
You have demonstrated
I ins depth the whole randomizer, of course. The randomizer is composed of very specific labor-related stuff, but I think they stripped the framework down to its core and the base for modding wing windows is minimal before adapting it for another game. Wow, that's really cool though. I know nothing about modding games, I kind of just know, like, modeling, texturing, basically nothing that involves programming or the core elements of the game. So I like have huge respect for programmers, game modders, anything of that sort. It's just so neat to me. Especially working with the system of another game entirely. And modifying that.
So what's with the pool, big guy?
If you
Maybe
must
emulators mostly
know,
just cosmetic
certain
modders make
dragons have the
models.
ability to see visions. The thoughts, memories, and dreams.
I'm one of the few code modders. Yeah, that's... I will say, as someone who has worked in game development, there is not enough respect for people who do coding, programming, any of that sort, and there's like, there always seems to be a shortage of that, and I have so much respect for those who do it, and like, not even those who just do it well, those who like can make simple programs to just do anything. Like, it's so impressive being able to do stuff like that. I only really understand the art part of it. So, code modding is like definitely its own kind of animal, and I'm just like, no, trust me, like, you're probably underestimating how cool you actually are, because coding is such a skill to have, and I wish that I could comprehend coding languages as well as I can comprehend like art stuff, but alas, I have art brain instead.
In places far, far away. I am one such dragon, and in this pool, the visions come forth.
Oh, really? Is that so? Okay, what am I thinking now? What am I thinking now? Okay, now. Now.
I'm afraid it's not that easy, Sparks. It takes time, reflection, and patience. What I do see in the pool of visions is that Voltaire, one of the Guardians,
Prior to
is
mine
being
wants me my
held
own
on
game, not sure what
Dante's
to do anymore.
freezer. Spyro, while I look for details on the others, I want you to venture there and find out what you can. Remember, just look around. If you encounter Cinder, run. You're not ready to face her yet.
Okay, so when people are trying to kill me, I run? Got it.
But, Ignitus, how do we get there?
I'm glad you asked.
Why are you smiling? I don't like it.
Let me get this straight. You're saying that I can fly?
Maybe you've been hanging in those caves a little too long, old man. Spyro can't fly, we all know that.
Yeah, a bit of fresh air might do you good. I've never flown in my life.
It's you that will be getting some fresh air, Spyro.
That is so threatening. Thank you, Ignitus.
Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and empty your mind. Yes, that's it. Now feel the power of your ancestors coursing through your body. In times of crisis, they will come to you and teach you, unlocking powers you never knew you had.
Alright, this I gotta see.
Just forget everything you ever thought you knew. Forget yourself. Only through forgetting will you remember what your ancient blood already knows. You can fly.
I love this assumption that Spyro has just never flapped his wings before. Dude could have flied all along. Tried modding all the Pokemon games, not sure what I'm doing anymore. Modding is still pretty cool though, and I do hope that you can figure out whatever you feel it is.
Are you kidding? He's flying!
Sparks.
Welcome to the club, big guy!
Would that be the annoying pest club?
No, smart Alec, the flying club.
Yeah, I could get used to this.
I also find it funny that the game seems to forget that Spyro already knows how to fly. The original trilogy had flight bubbles and flight power-up. Yeah, it did have those, didn't it? I do think maybe part of it is because like how it's like a legend and how things could easily be like reinterpreted. So if this is like a legend and not necessarily a canon Spyro, although it could be, maybe in this iteration of it, he discovered how to fly afterwards. Like, I mean, he wasn't even aware that he was a dragon for most of this story. So it could very well be that. I also love how the shaders just decide to like not work when I try to speed up. Yeah, it could be an emulator issue. Again, I am sorry about my dog.
Dante's freezer is a desolate Arctic expanse that's littered with the machinery of war. soldiers and weapons frozen forever in the posture of destruction. We must find Voltaire before he's lost forever.
How the heck do I land? Coming in too fast!
This doesn't look good.
Incoming!
That's gonna hurt. Nice landing, Ace.
Yeah, maybe this flying thing ain't for me.
Well, it sure doesn't help that you're carrying all that weight. You know, throw a salad in every once in a while. You might be okay.
Yeah, I think I'll stick to the ground for a while.
Good idea.
Not exactly a friendly place, huh? Wonder where we should start.
Well, I'm no hero like you, but maybe we should take that clearly marked path that leads to the interior? Is it weird that that blinked at me?
Just keep moving.
Ice Cube's alive!
That GameCube.
Why don't we use this thing to knock that bad boy down?
I knew I brought you along for a reason. That was a good idea. Glad I thought of it.
You? Glad you?
No.
I like read that and like spaced out for a second and forgot to respond. I'm so sorry, but being able to test the modded games on your own console sounds pretty neat too. I know that at some point I had a modded Wii. Very easy to mod nowadays. Oh yeah, definitely. Like the resources are a lot easier to come across for it. Got it. Set up homebrew and we've heard nothing about Wii and a Wi-Fi connection. It really is that simple, huh? this DNS server address you can just go to on your Wii and or on the homebrew somewhere stuff after it downloads. Huh. No, I cannot just go over that. Again, I'm so sorry about dog barking. Blech.
You think that was Cinder?
I sure hope so.
What?
Well, if it wasn't, it means there's more than one giant evil dragon around here.
Oh, yeah. I hope that was Cinder too.
Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark. I am so sorry about that. I'm very much still not optimal streaming conditions. It's way too loud here. One day I will move out. Let's go, lightning time.
Look out! Spyro, you okay, buddy? Woo! I guess so.
Ouch.
Here we go.
Yeah, I was like wondering what kind of mods you've done. It has things like Green Sparrow for funsies, Enter the Dragonfly youch sound for various getting hurt sounds. Some basic code changes. The really strict charging and turning speed. Do you mean like that, or do you mean something else? Also, I don't even know why I'm doing this to you guys. Okay, yeah. Okay, so charging has like, it has a bit of a smoother turn to it. I like that. Yeah, I know that like, doing stuff like that makes things a little easier for changing directions during speedruns and all that. But as it is, yeah, it's really hard to change other things, yeah. Once I think much bigger things. I mean, hey, it's still a start. And even modifying small things can like immensely change the way the game is played. Oh, I didn't even have to do that. Out of there. Yeah, I know that Dawn of the Dragon has like, you can roll out of the way, even though I barely use it. But still, something like that would be nice. Especially for like, yeah, it isn't really a proper dodging mechanic. I know like these guys with the two forms, these skeleton guys that I hate. Like, being able to properly avoid their hits would be really nice. Although I was today years old when I learned that lightning actually makes them flinch. button more specifically for dodging, parrying. Yeah, gotcha. So there's the parrying, not the parrying, strafing around enemies that you kind of do in this game, but it doesn't really add much to the gameplay at all because it's kind of just like a thing that, yeah, I guess you can do it. It's not a necessity for taking care of certain enemies. Oh yeah, definitely. Like, when you say enemies gang up on you, I specifically call to mind this one awful fight in Mountain Fortress, where it's like 6 or so waves of enemies just coming at you, and it's awful. And the way that they just like pile up is terrible. And I wish that there was like something more to do about them. Slow motion in this game is barely there. It kind of does the slow-mo thing occasionally when you knock an enemy into the air, but it's like such a low chance, and it does barely anything else in terms of gameplay. The Eternal Knight's use of slow motion was really, really nice. When you had to get out of a pinch or something. Like, the amount of times that I was, like, almost ready to die, and then I just slowed time and managed to get myself out of it. The amount of times that that's saved me is, like, I cannot count it off one hand. I like the idea of incorporating slow motion with the proposed dodging mechanic. Yeah, I like how that sounds a lot, and I feel like that would add a lot to the way that the game is played. I love how the bombs just kind of get stuck sometimes. Yeah, you can only get slow-mo with mid-air combo attacks. And even then, it's like very rare, and usually when an enemy is really close to like, see, it's like a very specific kind of trigger that slow-mo actually works on. I'm surprised I got it twice in a row. Wow. Two of them. Gibbous the Demon. That much fun on My Little Pony. I'm kind of a little bit indifferent about it. I watched it a while ago. Ouch. Like, oh, that was garbage.
It's okay. We can try again.
I will say I like a lot of the character designs of My Little Pony a lot. I never really interacted much with the fandom, although I do have a couple friends who are loosely into it. Ow. There's definitely nothing wrong with it though, and I think there's a lot of creativity that has come from it. Like, I actually still actively listen to quite a bit of Balloon Party music. I think it was called Balloon Party anyway. There's a lot of really cool stuff that's come from it, and honestly, since a couple of friends have been into it as of recently, I've kind of been considering going back into it, like maybe trying watching it again, but I'm not great at watching shows because my attention span isn't really the greatest. Is there something that can be done with this, or is it, no, it's just a stick? I used to watch shows more as it stands. I technically have more of them with My Little Pony to catch up on. Yeah, I definitely used to watch shows more too. Ouch. LP continues to inspire me, though the only things I've actually been actively doing for a while are game-related, not MLP-related at all. Gotcha. I hope it's like cool to ask though. Like, have you done any MLP related work in the past?
Let's keep trying.
Nothing that really got anywhere. I gotcha. Yeah, I have a tendency to start projects a lot and not really get much with them, but so I understand. Gotcha. Yeah, I think you should go for it if you're feeling up to it at some point. And if not, then the ideas aren't going anywhere. mean, hey, nothing wrong with having a little darkness to it.
Maybe we should head this way, Jadius. Hey, Oh, check this out. Echo!
Alright, my turn.
Hello!
Who's the genius now?
Am I aware of the character Starlight? I actually am not. I think most of what I'm familiar with goes up to, maybe season 3, maybe season 4. Wherever Chrysalis was. And after that's kind of where I get a bit lost on, where things are in terms of, that's kind of where I get a bit lost. Hold on, my cat wants to come in. Alright, cat's here.
Hey, that's him. We did it. Bye.
I don't like this. It's too quiet, too easy.
What part was easy? Getting chased by frozen madmen and gorillas?
Sparks.
Is that what I think it is? Ah!
How's that? All right, let's do it. Ready?
Got him.
It borders on the miraculous, incredible, stupendous. A dragon your size defeating that thing. Thank you.
Spyro.
A purple dragon named Spyro. Amazing. Of course, there were unsubstantiated rumors of a purple dragon countless generations ago, but most considered a hearsay. Gossip, legend. It's hard to believe, difficult to fathom, amazing to comprehend.
No wonder they gagged this guy.
So much time has passed, so many things have been learned, and now here he is standing right before me.
Excuse me, Mr. Vault.
What is it?
Sir, shouldn't we get going?
Oh, of course. But where to?
Well, back to the temple.
A friend of yours is waiting?
Ignitus?
Yes, Ignitus.
Of course, much to tell him, many hypotheses to pose.
Oh, look, it's a shiny Ignitus. Yeah, this is Voltaire, and I love Voltaire. He's very fun, very chatty. He just rambles, and I love that for him.
Yes, Voltaire. It's good to see
He has a
you
lot
as
to
well.
say.
But we don't have time to waste on sentiment. Back to Cinder. She was doing what to you?
Cinder's a chick?
Oh, it's hard to be absolutely sure, Ignitus. But it seems she was using me as some sort of suspended organic power source.
Huh?
She was using him as a battery.
Why didn't he just say so?
Not only that, she also left with a glowing yellow orb. And I believe that I somehow powered it. Does this mean anything to you, Ignitus? Perhaps. What I do know is that we need to rescue the other Guardians before Cinder can power any more of those orbs. I agree, Ignitus, but first I'd like to impart some useful knowledge to Spyro, vis-a-vis his recently acquired electricity-based exhalation device.
What?
Well, he says he'd like to teach me some things about that electricity breath.
Oi, why didn't you just say so? Spyro, come here.
Electricity, the spark of life. Listen, and I will teach you its secrets.
Oh, thank you for the follow.
You grasp the concept. Excellent.
Come over here.
You're a quick study after all.
Over here.
Theory is useless without practice. Well done.
This way, oh Mauve one.
can also technically mod the textured audio in the PS2 version of the game as well, just to let you know, though I haven't set up the fully structured framework for it yet like I have
Igniters will be pleased.
Spyro, come here.
He uses different audio / texture encoding. Yeah, I would imagine that after working with a bit of both that you probably know some things about like both of them. Also, I like personally think that it's really cool because I had no idea that there was any kind of modding community behind this game, or like the Legend of Trilogy in general. And especially like this long after it's like come out. So that just makes me like really happy.
Your training is complete. For now.
For the most part, you are the modding community.
Spyro. Cyril, the Ice Guardian, was taken to Tall Plains. You and Sparks must go there at once and find him.
Yes, sir.
But if we see danger, we should run, right?
There are times when all of us need to stand up to danger, young Sparks.
Yeah, maybe next month, next summer, perhaps next year.
Just go. Now.
Yes, sir.
Tall Plains was once home to a proud ancient tribe called the Atlawa.
Oh, bless you.
Sparks.
The Atlawa were a people in tune with the rhythms of the seasons, focused on their relationship to crops, their surroundings, their gods. They've all been driven underground by Cinder and her forces, who have taken over the tribe shrine. I sense that's where Cinder is keeping Cyril, trying to power another crystal. You must find him before she succeeds.
Right. Never easy.
Nothing worthwhile ever is.
So now you're spouting wisdom, hero boy?
Come on.
I wouldn't say that saying that you are the modding community is saying that you're being full of yourself, especially if like you basically are. Like if you haven't seen anything else that quite touches on the work that you're doing. Right, my cat has a lot to say. But like words are hard. I'm so sorry. Like, I personally find it really cool to know that, like, there is something like that happening at all. Knowing that, like, you are part of, if not, the backbone of the modding community for this game, this series of games. And, like, if you ever, if you do, have any other projects with this game, the series, that you do want to, continue, if you do want to continue working on it, honestly, I'd be happy to, play mods, considering that I'm so used to, playing the game, like, as it is. Like, I've only recently gotten into, the speedrunning aspect to, see if I could play this game in a different way. So, playing with mods or whatever seems like it would be really fun, especially if you'd mentioned, like green spyro being able to export and then re-import textures. Like, being able to play with like a personalized character model could also be really neat, considering that like the cutscenes are done in real time, like they're not pre-rendered aside from a few of them. So that could be like really cool. But if you do have any future ideas for working on these games, by all means, I'm more than happy to hear about it, because this is like my favorite series of games, and it just makes me really happy to know that there is still life in these games. So yeah. Also, I do think I might call it for today, because I said I was going to go for about 3 hours, or get through the second island, which I guess would be Dante's Freezer. Technically, a bunch of stuff can be adapted to the Eternal Night, it seems. Yeah. Oh yeah, Dawn of Dragons is its own beast for sure. That one had a completely different art direction. I believe it might have even had... I know that that one was done with Activision, and the other ones were just Sierra, so those... Dawn of the Dragon was also on its own, a different game engine, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, different dev studio. Yeah. Like, you could tell that there was something very different about the way Dawn of the Dragon is executed, so I can imagine that... Like, yeah, it's definitely its own beast. Not to mention, like, the two-character system, the very different execution of elements, all that. After Dawn of the Dragon, that dev studio used its engine to make How to Train Your Dragon game in 2010. I actually played that game. I didn't know that it was by the same dev studio, or that it was on the same engine. That's really neat. At least I think I played that game. It was on Wii. It's the Arena Fighter? Huh. I just, like, vaguely remember, there was a How to Train Your Dragon game where you could... I don't remember if you just collected dragons or raised them, but I know that I didn't really get far enough into any substantial gameplay for it to really be super memorable, so I might have to give that a go another time. But yeah, I do think I'm gonna call it for today, just because I said I was only gonna go for like 3 hours, or until I reached Tall Plains. So thank you all so much for joining. That looks very familiar. I cannot read that. Okay. Translate to Strange Dragonflies. That's a fun studio name. Thank you for streaming. No, don't worry about it at all. Thank you so much for coming, and if you do want to follow for more stream updates, I think this was the command that nope. That's it. Yeah, if you did want to check out information on future streams, art that I do, any other things that I might be doing on the webosphere, feel free to follow Twitter. Or not, it's totally up to you. But I'll be hopefully streaming again Friday around the same time that I streamed today, and I will continue where I left off. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you next time.